There has been a very, very clear policy, which regrettably has been attacked by people who are engaged in high levels of disinformation. They've been trying to scare people about the range of vehicles, so there's range anxiety out there.
This was the scene this morning at a charging station near 95th and Western in Evergreen Park. Drivers say some of the stations weren't working, and those that were taking a lot longer to charge.
I've been here for over 5 hours at this point, and I'm still have not got to charge my car. Charge it should take 45 minutes. It's taken 2 hours.
That driver says he saw at least 10 cars towed.
Electric cars may be the way of the future, but it's clear there are some problems when it comes to charging them in Chicago's deep freeze.
Oh, we got a bunch of dead robots out here.
Dead robots. Dead Teslas packed the parking lot at this Tesla supercharging station in Oak Brook, a scene mirrored in other supercharging stations around the Chicago area.
Man, this is crazy. It's a disaster, seriously.
With temperatures falling into the negative double digits, these charging ports have stopped charging, leaving many Tesla owners stranded here in long lines since Sunday.
Nothing, no juice, it's still on 0%. And this is like 3 hours this morning being out here, after being out here 8 hours yesterday.
Has it been charging?
No, not at all.
It just isn't working.
At all. It's just frozen, and so I'm getting it towed to the Tesla service center because that's my only option at this point.
Adding to their frustration, they say, is that they're getting no help when they call Tesla for assistance.
No response from Tesla. We have been suffering since yesterday afternoon.
These are unusually cold temperatures, but do you find this acceptable?
No, not at all.
This brutal cold isn't just hard on our bodies, it can kill your car or make it impossible to fire up in the first place.
It is especially tough for folks with electric vehicles. We found some drivers that had to make a detour to give their battery a boost. And it was so cold near Chicago, all these charging stations just stopped working. Drivers had to ditch their dead Teslas here overnight. No matter what you're driving, our David Schumann has what you need to know so that you are ready to roll for the morning commute.
Busy day at the St. Louis Park Tesla Supercharger station.
I actually forgot to plug into my garage last night.
In weather like this, Jonathan Rosenberg says he needs to get behind the wheel of his electric car with a plan.
You definitely get some significant loss of range for sure. I mean, maybe even like over 25%, I would say.
It definitely dies a lot faster.
This happens because the chemical reactions powering the battery slow down. Keeping the heat on inside the car also takes up battery life.
All fired up, get nice and toasty.
A helpful feature on these Teslas in weather like this is if you plug somewhere into the GPS, the car will tell you that the battery's draining too fast and you don't have the range to make it.
Drivers say the cold can slow down the charging too, a cost not only in time, but money as well.
I would say I'm spending like $25 to $30 every other day.
These cars are all dead batteries. That car is stranded. Here comes another one hoping for something good to happen here. All of these vehicles right here, all of them have dead batteries because of those charging stations. They're not working. So these drivers came to charge their batteries in the cold, but these charging stations are not working. In Evergreen Park, same story. Take a look at that area right there near 95th and Western. We found several Tesla owners there, stranded with dead batteries from the cold and not enough working charging stations at that location. We talked to a driver here in Oak Brook, where we are, who tried to call Tesla for help and nothing.
Okay, yesterday I was here and there was just lines of cars, but there was only a couple charging working, but it seemed very disorganized. Like no one knew what to do, and a lot of people were just led here by their cars.
The marketplace is going to support this transition, and I think it's irrevocable now. There's no question about whether or not the world is going to get to a low-carbon, no-carbon economy. We're going to get there. The only question is, are we going to get there in time to not be ravaged by the worst consequences of the climate crisis?
Oh, we got a bunch of dead robots out here.
Dead robots.